we back real early. You know what I'm saying? Got some news from the
Surprise,
brand new
surprise.
DC Universe featuring your boy on James Gunn and his money man Peter Safran. And yeah, man, of course, this is the Upon Further Review podcast where we talk about other stuff. And
Mhm.
DC gonna mess around and have to have us have a dedicated pod for them, because
Right. The
they want
DC,
us
we got to be the DC collective next up in
for
this.
real, They want us to talk about them, because like,
Yeah.
oh man. So today I'm of course, at work, and I am, just in between things. Let me hop on Twitter real quick. I said, the announcement probably came out, and James Gunn dropped a 5-minute video,
Yep.
just him and some graphics, and he laid this thing out.
Yeah.
So let's get the preliminary crap out the way. If you don't know what DCEU stuff is coming out this year, all the stuff is still coming out.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah.
All right. So where
So
you want to start first?
so let's talk about this first. He basically explained what's going to be going on with DC. Is there's the DC EU, I guess what you want to call it, the Gunverse, DC Gunverse, and then there's going to be DC stuff. Is basically like, but it's not going to be connected. So think of it as the DC Gunverse is going to be, I guess you could say, the prime timeline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Basically, like the MCU. So what's coming out this year? The stuff that was supposed to come out: Aquaman 2, Shazam. But it seemed like he said Shazam may be a part of the. It seems.
I mean,
It
because we
seems
already see he keeping some people, yo.
right. He keeping some people, but we already know Aquaman is not going to be a part of it. But they're just like, hey, let's go ahead and just get this movie out the way. He says there's going to be like an extended, like outside, like of course, the Batman, which is Robert Pattinson,
Yeah,
and
and
then
which I think was probably this. I didn't mean to cut you off. Probably the
uh,
smartest move, and
yeah,
also just naming them DC elsewhere as like the comic books
yeah,
do. You know what I'm saying? It's not part of the
right,
main DCU,
mm-hmm,
universe, but it's gonna be
right.
just this
Uh, uh,
offshoots like that.
the Joker.
Joker, whatever that crap is gonna be, and anything else. Oh yeah, Teen Titans Go. Which I was like, that's so funny that he mentioned Teen Titans Go out of all the
Let me
things.
tell you something.
Yo, I know you hate it. I love Teen Titans Go. Yo.
I, like I was cool with the OG Teen Titans cartoon, and then when they did Teen Titans Go,
Yo, man,
I
Teen
was like,
Titans
yo,
Go is.
Teen Titans Go to me
We're
just look
talking.
like some
Yeah.
dudes who got high as hell on LSD and said, "Hey, let's put whatever we was just imagining on it." And I was like, "Ew." Like the original Teen Titans cartoon, yay. Teen Titans Go for me,
Yeah,
don't do it.
yo,
Yeah,
I'm getting money, that pyramid scheme money. Boy, hey,
yeah.
it was doing their thing. Anyway, all right. So
Yeah.
James
Mm-hmm.
Gunn is okay. So which show you want to talk about first? You want to talk about movies or TV first?
Let's get the TV shows out the way.
All right. So
Mm-hmm.
my most excited show on the TV side,
Mm-hmm.
not one of the most excited shows, is gonna be Waller. You know what I'm saying? We're
Yeah.
gonna have a dedicated Amanda Waller
Yeah.
series, and I'm really wondering if it's gonna pick up where it left off from
Black.
Peacemaker. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Nah, I'm
Yeah.
not even counting Black Adam as a thing.
So here's the thing. Viola Davis is still going to be Amanda Waller.
And that's what I'm saying. That
Yeah,
that's
she's
that's that's
still
what I'm excited about too.
yeah. Yeah, she's still
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
be
yeah,
Amanda
yeah, yeah.
Waller. So
Still gonna be Amanda Waller, which is like again one of the carryovers. It's like
mm-hmm.
Black Adam sucks so bad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really like I don't even want to have like her even being in a movie. Just like it just left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, yo, like why y'all even like this is stupid, yo. Like anyway,
I
so
wasn't that you know me, I wasn't that hard on Black
yeah,
Adam,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I
It was
appreciate
it
it for what it
was it
was.
was
But
extremely average, man. That don't felt like
as the kids say mid, it was
yeah,
very
yeah, yeah,
mid.
yeah. It was real mid, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
what's next?
Lantern. Can't let me tell you the lanterns. Can't wait for that. And not only are we going to have basically it's going to focus on the Lantern Corps and basically them being the police of the galaxy. And we're going to get Hal, the white Green Lantern that we had growing up as kids. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it like it is. But we're gonna get Hal Jordan, the white Green Lantern that we
and the
had
Black
as
Green
kids.
Lantern.
And then we're gonna get the Black Green Lantern too that we got as teenagers with the Justice League Unlimited, which was John Stewart. So we're gonna get that. I wonder if possibly maybe Common will finally get his role that he's always wanted to play as John Stewart Green.
Because Common is a really good actor.
Yes, and he has been trying. He's been petitioning to play John Stewart Green Lantern for years. So I'm really interested in that. And they say it's going to kind of be like a crime, like they're cops. They're the police of the galaxy. So they're going to be really going through that. So Waller and Lantern, off the top, I am extremely excited for. The next thing coming up, Creature Commandos.
Yeah,
to be quite frank with you, don't know anything about them.
Yeah,
Sorry.
This is definitely some deep cut, James Gunn type stuff. So yeah,
you know what it is. I wonder, is this kind of like a Guardians of the Galaxy type thing, but not really, because I got to do some research on Creature Commandos. But basically, it's like these guys have these powers, and they're, I think, just what he said, like just they're like, hey, we got these powers, we're gonna do what the hell we want as far as stuff. And it looks like from the picture that he showed, it was like Dracula's Bride, and I think I saw Frankenstein and stuff like that.
Yeah, so here's what it says. Basically, 7 episodes is going to be a super team of monstrous prisoners. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, because like I was listening to somebody else today. Basically, the original version of this is like basically monsters, and they was like out here fighting like Nazis. So they're gonna make this some sort of like ridiculous, you know what I'm saying, Suicide Squad type thing.
As I always say, when I'm kind of feeling something, as Calvin Candy would say, you've piqued my interest just a little bit. With the fact that you got monsters going after Nazis, just makes it even more, saying, we probably can't even say that word, a political party that lost World War II, who's very sour probably about, who are very sour about you and me, Rashad, if they saw us. We'll leave it at that. So
freaking Nazis. Yeah, they lost.
I'm definitely interested in that now. Yeah. So the next show is Booster Gold. Let me tell you something. I know a little something about Booster Gold. Booster Gold is 100% ridiculous. He's a ridiculous. He's just, like James Gunn explained it perfectly. He's from the future. He's a loser. He's a loser. He's from the future. He has some power and technology. He comes back into the past, and because he has this technology and everything from the future, he becomes like a star in present day time. So yeah, I'm really interested in Booster Gold. Like it's ridiculous. I can see this show being kind of on the level of the ridiculousness that is Peacemaker type style.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I'm feeling that. And I'm gonna say probably in my top 3 most anticipated of all of these things that came out today is gonna be the basically the Wonder Woman prequel show, Paradise Lost.
Paradise Lost.
Like I want to see this.
And the way he described it, he says it's Game of Thrones, and number one, I'm glad that he referred to it as Paradise Island. That's what we have always known, especially for our generation. It really wasn't until later on that it was the mascara. The mascara and everything. So even with the old school Wonder Woman TV show back in the Wonder Woman, that came on back in the day, she spun around, it was Paradise Island. So I am really interested in seeing where we're going to go from this. I wonder, is this going to lead to showing how Wonder Woman was created? Because
It's
She was
so
great.
much you can do with this,
Yeah.
man. Like, and the fact that they're gonna be, it's when you tell me that it's gonna be like Game of Thrones,
Mm-hmm.
that means it's gonna be factions of
Mm-hmm.
of Amazonians fighting against each other.
I'm just gonna say one name. You think Nubia? I want to see it.
Oh
I
my
want to see her. I want to see Nubia. Yes. For those that don't know, that is basically Black Wonder Woman, and for all intents and purposes, she's actually more powerful than Wonder Woman. I want to see
yeah,
Nubia.
because
Let's
she's
go.
black. Yeah. Um, Definitely. And like on the real too, Tony, we could also see like the Pantheon be there for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So Apollo might come through, Zeus might come through, you might
Right.
see a Hercules. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
might see some Greek gods and goddesses as well. So
Yeah.
I was very,
What was the
very
god?
happy for the announcement.
What was the god that she was fighting in the main one? She was trying to get
Ares,
Ares.
God
About to
of
see it.
War.
God of War. So yeah. All right. So let's get to the movies that are part of the official DCU. The official DCU. Uh, the first movie that he said, and it's coming out. He gave a date and everything. Was it June or July? Was it June? June 11th?
It's more for the big
Super,
man.
yeah,
July 11th,
July 11th,
2025.
2025, Superman Legacy. He says this is going to be it. And I am really wondering how he's going to do this. I'm going to give a caveat right now. I don't know if this is a popular or unpopular opinion. I think amongst a lot of it's unpopular. I like Man of Steel.
Hey, Tony, Man of Steel
I liked it. Sorry.
is a wonderful Superman, like kind of like pseudo origin story. Like
Mm-hmm.
I really okay. It's okay. So it's twofold here for me.
Mm-hmm.
Man of Steel should have been what all the DCU was going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like they never gave they like the okay, even though like I hate Snyderverse fans and all of them, to be honest, they be getting on my nerves. They was on Twitter this morning yapping before the announcement came out.
Oh,
But
the Snyderverse fanboys.
yes, but I will give them this. They did not give Snyder enough time to cook before they started putting their hands and stuff because the through line from it could have easily been Man of Steel, which was a solid movie.
Yes.
Then Man of Steel 2 or an actual Batman movie, but these idiots went straight to BVS and gave us no sort of like character development for anybody, and that's what ruined it, to be honest.
Yep.
Because a Man of Steel is like it's easily top 10 comic book movie for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Man of Steel.
Man of Steel to me was great.
All right, let me just read this description for Superman Legacy. All right, only project release with a release date. Following Kal-El as he reconciles his extraterrestrial origins with his human family and upbringing. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a reboot of the Man of Steel himself. So yeah, of course, Gunn is writing this. I'm taking bets. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to direct this as well.
I am going to go ahead and say it. This is his. Simple as that.
Yeah, and this is the kind of thing that kind of scares me with this because James is gonna have to Mr. Gunn, I'm sorry, no disrespect. He's gonna have to have a lot of heart, like really infused in this story. And we know he has heart when it comes to like these like janky ass characters that he loves because come on, Guardians of the Galaxy, don't I care about them? You know, Suicide Squad, he made us care about Weasel. You know what I'm saying? So like, but can he invoke those same feelings with the majesty and the mystique that people put revere Superman as?
Because he's going to have to do a few things for this to happen. Because number one, let's just get this out the way now. Superman is Superman, but as far as popularity goes, Superman ain't as popular as he used to be because of the whole, you know, as they used to go, the big blue Boy Scout. truth, justice. Like growing up as kids, we was like, oh man, we was Superman, yay, and stuff. And then as we got our little generation, we got older, we was like, nah, we cool, because we wanted more edgy. And that's when we came in when we were younger with the Dark Knight Detectives with Batman. But we're sticking with Superman right now. He's going to have to find a way to, and I hate to say this, make Superman more likable and cool at the same. I mean, little kids are gonna dig it, but for folk in, let's say, the 18 to 35, 18 to 40, let's just add us in there, 48, you're gonna have to find a way for us to be like, all right, I can rock with this, Superman, and it's not the same thing as
and I don't and I really don't think like Gunn is gonna kind of recycle just the generic Superman mythos. Like I think he's gonna really have a good take on it. The precarious part of it is going to be how they market this
and who are they going to find to play.
I have no clue. You know what I'm saying? I mean, right. I ain't got I hate fan casting. So
I don't know either. I'm not even going to try it. I know some people saying Michael B. Jordan. I don't think they're going to do that yet, because I think someone else, DC elsewhere, is working on a Black Superman.
With
Superman story with Michael B. Jordan and stuff. So
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Ta-Nehisi Coates. Yeah. So I have no idea how they're going to do this. I'm gonna put it like this. I gave up on fan casting when they announced that Heath Ledger was going to be the Joker, and I was like, they've lost their damn minds. I was like, there's no way he's going to do it, because I was pulling for possibly Crispin Glover to be, saying a Dark Knight Joker, but I was like, I was pulling for like a Crispin Glover, and when they said Heath Ledger, I was like, oh man, the dude from Brokeback Mountain, the dude from the Knight's Tale.
What's the dude from the Knight's Tale?
Yeah, Knight's Tale. I like the movie, by the way. If it comes on TV, I watch it. It's pretty cool. But I was like, that's who's gonna be Joker. But then when they dropped that Entertainment Weekly or whatever, dropped that first picture of him, I said, oh, we might got something here. And then of course we saw the performance it had, and then we saw what that performance led to with Heath Ledger, rest in peace. So I'm really interested to see who are they going to get to play this iconic character. Are they going to try to find a blockbuster person to play it? Are they going to try to find someone new and up and coming? Because you got to find somebody who can get that bulk on, because Henry Cavill, like it or not, Henry Cavill to me
that man was Superman.
Yeah, my man put on 20 pounds of muscle to play that daggone role.
He wasn't a little dude beforehand either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was already a big dude. So so we're gonna need to see how that's gonna happen.
All right, next up, and this is low key probably the movie, the property that I'm most excited about, and it's not even what you think it is. It's The Authority. And this is a DC Wildstorm. Basically, it's like this different universe of characters they had. But and Jim Lee wrote this particular created this particular.
And once again, this is another group I'm not really familiar
me
with,
neither.
So.
I don't care about this at all. But how it was described, I'm just read the description. Give me a second. All right, so
these are the ones I got mixed up with the monster thing about.
No. They have their powers. I'm gonna bring this up so everybody can reach at the same time. So here we go. The superhero ensemble dates the 99 comic series published under DC's Wildstorm imprint. Authority is a group of 7 heroes with very high concept superpowers. It'll be the first appearance of Wildstorm canon in DC Comics. So essentially, they got a bunch of different people in this group, and all of them. And this is another very James Gunn type move to do, because they're really all a bunch of idiots. They're not great people. You know what I'm saying? Because they're basically they were a group full of antiheroes. You know what I'm saying? And they just get progressively worse as the lineup goes along. And this really reminds me of, because I got excited because this reminds me of Image Comics, like the Wildcats.
The Wildcats.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I like this. Also, it made me feel very 90s. You know what I'm saying? Because everything was bombastic and everybody had guns and super
Yeah.
huge, unrealistic
Yeah.
muscles. Like
Yeah.
that's
And
my comic.
and
Those
they had small feet, the super small feet of the comics.
yeah, yo.
Dudes out there like, ah!
Size 5.
Fives.
Yeah. So like that when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think we can really like do something and then be rated R and just out here just murdering people. I'm not
Yeah.
like, in a good way.
Yeah. I was very interested in it, and especially with how he explained it. I'm gonna do some more research on the Authority, but I am definitely like here for it to see what's up. All right, man. Let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
The Brave and the Bold, Batman. Okay, for people that don't know, Batman is like my favorite comic character, period.
True story.
He's complex. He's had storylines are some of the best stories in comic history. And we're not even doing no origin story because it's like, God, we don't need another really origin story. We know what's up. We are basically dealing with Batman who's already in his prime or probably near the end of his prime. He's already had Dick Grayson, Jason Todd situation. He's going to have his son, Damian Wayne, playing Robin. And Damian Wayne, if y'all don't know, is the son that Batman had with Talia Gaul, which is Ra's al Ghul's daughter. And he was raised as he's still a kid. He's like, I think 10, 12 years old. 12 years old. This kid was raised by the League of Shadows as an assassin. And all he knows is, hey, if something's wrong, we're going to kill him. And Batman is basically like, trying to train this dude to be like, hey, man, you just can't be killing people. And he's like, well, that's what my grandfather taught me how to do. You got a problem, you go out there and kill him. So, you have to kind of like, he's trying to reel him in to show him there's another way. I'm excited for this.
Mm-hmm.
I am hoping and praying to God that we get, might be another unpopular opinion, we get Ben Affleck back.
That ain't gonna happen.
It ain't. I know it's probably not gonna happen, but I'm hoping because listen, to me, Ben Affleck's one of my favorite Batman. He killed.
No, he was good, yo.
I just think he had,
just like Cavill, they didn't do his character real justice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see who they get to play Batman. They're going to probably find some young up and coming kid to play. Oh man, Damian Wayne is going to be a damn nut job. Y'all are going to be like,
I can't. That's gonna be so funny. Like, why? Basically, it's gonna be like watching this this horrible buddy cop movie with
a father and son with a father and son. It's like, you gonna probably see a bunch of times Damien's gonna pull his sword out, ready to kill a criminal, cut his head off, and Batman gonna throw his gauntlet and be like, hey, my man, like, yo, didn't I tell you to chill, bro? So yeah, I'm really interested in that. And I love he didn't even call it Batman, it's just gonna be called The Brave and the Bold.
Yeah,
so
man. That's looking like it's gonna be very, very spicy. You know what I'm saying?
And I know some people are like Batman out or whatever. Or might
no. Because the way this works is that you get to have an entirely different Batman. You know what I'm saying? And the Matt Reeves Batman, with the Elseworld stuff is gonna still be there. And I love that version of Batman too. They did a real good job with that. Because like we wasn't
I think we
super
both
sold on that.
I think we both say that's like our top 3 movies, one of the top.
Yeah, The Batman was really good. I feel like it came out too early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People forgot about it.
Cut 20 minutes off.
It was definitely just some superfluous shots. Like, dog, we don't need to see them ride these motorcycles that long. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right. What's the next one? Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Yeah, so this one right here for me is gonna be real interesting, especially how they basically explained it is gonna be a sci-fi movie. So that was like, oh, okay. I feel that. And then secondly, it's going to be a very like jaded, disgruntled Supergirl.
Yeah.
Because essentially, you know what I'm saying, how the story goes, she was basically just, I had to watch everybody die at the
Yeah.
Krypton. She was like living on a floating piece of
Yeah.
Krypton.
Yeah. Like, yeah. It's a floating piece of Krypton. It blew up, and she was on this one piece that just didn't get disintegrated. It's still there and everything. And I'm interested because this is the first Supergirl movie since that horrible campy one.
It's like 89, something like that.
89,
Yeah,
88 or
yeah,
something.
yeah,
The
yeah.
Supergirl. Oh, it was bad. Oh, it was bad or whatever. And so I am really interested to see, say a jaded Supergirl and to see her probably like just dealing. And I'm pretty sure you're going to see Superman in it because James Gunn did say in his verse, you're going to see people going from the animated to the live action, and they're going to keep the same person playing
in everything.
It ain't going to be no switching up or whatever. No, I think that's going to probably be in these contracts as these people sign
They
to.
gonna have a crazy deal. Like, yo, you're
Yeah,
gonna have to do voiceovers.
yeah,
You're gonna have to mess around being in on HBO Max stuff or whatever they
yeah.
call it.
You on a 15-year deal, Jax. I got you for 15 years. Simple as that.
They got them on like one of them old 360 music deals.
Yeah, God dang, I heard that. A 360. Yeah. So I'm really interested to see that. And then finally, a movie that's kind of close to my heart. Swamp Thing.
Oh yeah.
Swamp Thing.
Did you like the series when it came out?
It was a series that came out?
Yeah, so it was on like the DC Universe app, and then they moved over to HBO Max and all that.
No, I haven't even seen
this. Was like right before the pandemic hit, and then it was in season 2, and then they hosted production.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
but I remember the Swamp Thing movie from the 80s.
True.
I saw both movies, Swamp Thing, and then Swamp Thing Returns was kind of more of a comedy, old school 80s comedy type thing. But Swamp Thing was always kind of have a place in my heart for those crazy movies like that. Same thing with Toxic Avengers and stuff, even though I know that's not DC or whatnot. So I'm interested to see how they're going to do that. Putting Swamp Thing, I guess, like into the DCU MonsterVerse type thing. I can see Swamp Thing crossing over with the show, Creature Commandos and stuff, stuff like that. Yeah. So it's Gunn has a plan, and that's something that the people previously with the DC movies didn't have a plan with, because what irritated us, especially me, and I know it irritated Rashad, was how could Warner Brothers and DC put out these fantastic animated movies?
Yeah, yo.
Listen, DC's animated movies straight up pull their pants down and takes a huge dump on Marvel's animated movies. Their movies have, they might have a few that you're like, yeah, or whatever, but for a majority of, they have hit 90% of the time.
Oh man, them joints be really, really entertaining.
Right, really entertaining, touching, and you know what I'm saying, and very emotional. And you just can't do this with these movies. It used to irritate my soul. So I'm really excited about, I'm really excited James Gunn, and then they have a plan. And that's all you have to start with, is a plan. And they put together, and now it's down to getting, writing stories. And it seems like they're already got a team writing stories for each of these things. And I just still think it's funny that he's like, yeah, so these movies that are still coming, they're still coming out or whatever, but they might not be a part of the DCU. We already know that Jason Momoa is not going to be Aquaman no more after this or whatever. I'm pretty sure. I think some of the movie, and then he did say what Flashpoint was basically going to be a reset.
Yeah.
A reset.
Yeah. And it's funny thing too, like he also said like Flashpoint is one of the best comic movies he's ever seen.
Yeah.
and low key on some, rumor mill. I haven't heard one outlet saying that Flash is trash. They said Flashpoint is an amazing movie.
That's everything I've heard. Only thing they said trash about it was Ezra.
Yeah, you talking about they doing some sort of like rehab. Like you can't rehab from being an ass. Like there's no rehabilitation for that.
Yeah. So I mean, I like I said, there's a plan in place, and Jason Gunn, of course, not saying he learned from Marvel, but he did kind of, he has
what we would be forgetting if it wasn't for that, his old school edgelord Twitter being raked up by those bad faith actors during the time, he would have been running phase 5, 4, 5, and 6. Like everybody forgot about that.
Yeah.
They fired him and he was gonna basically be running MCU, and Kevin Feige would have just been chilling.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Doing financial stuff.
But you saw it was the actors and stuff was like, hey man, bring Gunn back, like, and stuff like that. The people that worked on, all his movies and his shows and stuff. So now he's with DC, and we're gonna see what they're going to do with this and how this is going to work. And I am excited. A little nervous as well.
Of course.
I'm like, God, please let this work. I need to talk to one of my good friends, Jason. He's on my other podcast that I have, the Hard R Wrestling Podcast.
Yeah, we need to have him on next time so we can talk. So
he's a DC nut, yo.
Yeah. Let's arrange to get him on so he can talk about it.
Yeah, he's a DC nut, and I'm really interested to see what he has to say about this. We might do something next week, maybe.
So we'll see. Yeah. Hit him up. Yeah, man. But that's really it for this. Definitely comment below like what you're excited about. What's your top 3? I already said mine. My top 3 is gonna be The Authority, Paradise Lost, and
Waller.
No, it wasn't Waller. It was it's another TV show. I forgot. Hold on.
The Monsters one, Creature Commandos, or
no, Lanterns.
Lanterns.
Yeah. And Lanterns. Like I'm like on the movie side, like with Batman and with Superman, like I just want those to be good movies. I'm not too overly excited about neither one of them. What was your top 3?
My top 3 were Waller, Lanterns, and I'm like you. I want to say Batman, but
go ahead and say Batman, man.
I want to, because I'm a Batman nut.
Don't be ashamed of who you are.
You know what? Hey, man, whatever. Bruce Wayne, we up in the gym. We rich. We get gadgets. We ain't got no powers.
Nah, man.
Y'all still scared of us.
For real. Man. But definitely comment below on what your top 3 is. Meet us back here.
Oh, and before we do that, I just want to say one thing. I've said this numerous of times. I think Rashad knows what I'm about to say. I'm praying to the high heavens, to the Almighty himself, that somehow this eventually leads up somewhere down the line to Kingdom Come. I don't care. I want Kingdom Come to be a live action movie, miniseries, or something. It needs to happen.
Yeah, if y'all haven't seen if y'all haven't read it or seen it animated, y'all gotta go watch that.
Yeah.
Like
they made an animated of it.
Did they adapt that?
I don't know. They might. I think they working on one, but y'all, dude. Kingdom Come.
It's a good story.
Good story.
All right,
but I'm sorry, I ain't mean it.
No, you good. But yeah, that's it. Catch us back here next Monday, 7 p.m. Last of Us episode 4. I see y'all coming through on YouTube Shorts with the comments. Keep them coming. You may get featured, positive or negative. I don't care. We talk about it. But that's all we got. Till the next time.
That's all we got. Peace out, y'all.